After the senior prom, the entire class started confessing to their crushes. Everyone assumed I'd use the opportunity to harass Leo, try to force him to be with me, but as the crowd thinned out, I was nowhere to be found. He didn't know that, at that exact moment, I was in an empty classroom, straddling his best friend's lap. "I'm right here now," I said, my voice shaking. "You don't have to look at the photos anymore." Julian's eyes traveled down my uniform skirt, which I deliberately hemmed 10 centimeters shorter. His jaw tightened. "Chloe," he said, his voice strained. "Get off me. It's not too late to stop." Everyone got drunk at the after party. Girls who were usually shy found liquid courage and started confessing their love. My friend nudged me. "Chloe, are you gonna go for Leo?" Leo was surrounded. Girls were handing him love letters, small gifts. He was polite, gentle, thanking each one before turning them down. Then, the most popular girl in school, Sienna, walked up to him. The whole room buzzed. My friend looked at me, worried. I just smiled and slipped out of the room. The moment I left, Leo turned Sienna down. "Dude, you even rejected Sienna? Who are you holding out for? A goddess? Wait, is it because Chloe's finally driven you off women? Speaking of, where is Chloe?" "She was here. I heard she was getting her uniform skirt hemmed. Bet she's changing into her battle armor." "Ooh, so she's planning to conquer Leo tonight?" Leo leaned against the window, sipping his drink. Hearing the chatter, he gave a cold laugh. "Like she has a chance. She's pretty, though. Leo, you're not even a little tempted?" "Yeah, man, those legs are insane. And her face is so innocent. When she smiles, even I melt a little. If you can't handle her, I'll take her." One guy laughed. Leo's voice dropped, turning icy. "Then go ahead." He glanced at my empty seat and walked out of the room. We were 18. We were adults. Everyone knew what prom night meant. The hotels nearby had been booked for weeks. Some of the braver girls had already slipped their room keys to their crushes. Everyone had been repressed for too long. They just wanted one night of freedom. If I were the old Chloe, I'd probably be chasing Leo right now. I stood on the curb and hailed a cab. My phone buzzed. A text from Leo. "Sienna just confessed to me. Should I say yes?" I realized our chat history was frozen. The last text I sent him, 2 months ago, he'd left me on read. I hadn't texted him since. And, of course, he'd never text me first. This was a first. I didn't reply. I just closed the app. As I walked through the school gates, my phone exploded. Screenshot after screenshot of Leo and Sienna's official relationship post. In the photo, his arm was wrapped tightly around her. I felt nothing. 3 months ago, I suddenly realized I had been transmigrated into a trashy adult novel as the tragic side character. Leo was the male lead, Sienna, the heroine, and my half-sister. When I found out about Sienna's true parentage, I hated her. I spent my time trying to ruin her, which led to my own tragic end. I was eventually thrown into a mental institution by Leo and died, alone and miserable, before I was 30. Reading the book, I didn't even like the main characters. I was always drawn to the quiet, overlooked side character, Julian. The author hinted that Julian had a secret crush, but the novel was abandoned before it was revealed. I always wondered who it was. 1 month after I woke up in this world, I stumbled on a secret. I'd gone back to the classroom late one night to find my phone. I found Julian sitting at my desk. His phone screen was lit up, and it was a photo of me. The classroom was so quiet I could hear his breathing, heavy and uneven. I heard the sound of the desk rattling against the floor. I stood in the doorway, frozen, mortified and awkward. I also realized this novel was way filthier than I thought. He saw me. He didn't stop. When he was finished, he stood up, tucked himself away, and tied the drawstring on his sweatpants. Only then did he look at me, his face blank. "Chloe, seen enough?" I stammered. "A scene? Seen what?" I didn't see anything. I'm pretty sure I heard him